All right, you're welcome to another beautiful weekend on Chat Circle. My name is Nana Abina, and today we are having an amazing guest who's actually going to be joining me on our social media trends. Joining me today for the second time, right? Yeah. So he's a talented musician known for crafting infectious, high-energy soundscapes that ignite dance floors and also leave a lasting impression. Also, just to let you know, with a passion for crafting music that transcends genres and borders, Tapa has established himself as a rising force in the music industry. Joining us for the second time in our studio is
Thank
Tapa.
Thank you. Happy
That was a very dramatic introduction. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm happy
It's been a minute.
Happy New Month.
Happy New Month to you. I think Happy New Year. Have you been here this year? No, it was last year.
This is my first time being here this year.
Exactly. You actually brought something new. Like you just released something new, and that was like a different sound from the usual we even know about you. Like, what really inspired that particular one?
It was inspired by, I think, a phrase I went through.
The phrase just changed your sound.
Yeah.
I want to get to that.
You know, every season comes with a new sound. So yeah.
And that was that moment.
Yep.
Okay, so today social media has been a little bit interesting, and I would love us to go sharing your view, your thoughts on most of the conversation. Are you ready?
I'm set.
Okay, so first story on our social media trends. E-Money arrested by EFCC for alleged currency abuse, warns Nigerian against spraying money at events. So popular Nigerian businessman and music executive Emeka Okonkwo, known as E-Money, was arrested by EFCC somewhere around April 28 for allegedly abusing the naira and defacing US dollars at a social event. He was flown to Abuja to further investigation. Although EFCC has not released any official statement, E-Money later addressed the issue on Instagram, warning Nigerians against spraying money at parties and urging compliance with the law. Now, we saw this incident happened during the Headies when he was spraying flavor, you understand? And according to what certain people are saying, they're saying that, okay, it's not like it was just one note that fell, you understand? But it's still not an excuse, though this law has been there. But we've seen most celebrities, like we can say, Cubana Chief Priest has also been arrested because of the same incident. He has also shared his view and everything. But what is your thought on spraying of money? I don't know, it's your world. Like, you guys do that a lot.
Well, first of all, I'll start from the news. When it comes to spraying the naira note, I think the news is not a new news in the country right now. Everybody is aware of that law. But from the video I saw, judging from the video I saw,
you won't defend them.
No, I'm not defending. But judging from the video I saw, I didn't see him spraying the money, and I didn't see him standing on the money. But I feel like someone like E-Money for him to be at the place where he is today, it means he's a very disciplined man. He's a law-abiding citizen.
This is my first time hearing something like that.
So I've never heard him into any issue with the law and all of that. So seeing this, I was very surprised. And watching the video, I didn't see what they were talking about. But the funny thing is how they were able to view that note that fell down. I don't know what's going on, but I believe that he's going to be out soon. That's my belief, because I haven't seen...
He hasn't been arrested. Like, everything is allegedly. We've not really heard so much. I just hope he comes out safe. He hasn't been arrested. So, let me just say here, because for him to update on social media, that means he was not arrested. But we don't... That's what I'm saying, that we don't even know what's really going on. Exactly. So, but whatever it is, I love the fact that he came out trying to advise people on the naira notes. I think this thing, nobody's above the law. It will touch everybody if you're not careful. So when we go for events, let's be careful on how we handle the notes. That's right. And I think also they should keep, making sure that the information, the law, is being spread to everyone, because not everybody is on, not everybody gets easy to get these informations, So I think I just hope that nothing happens to him, because he's someone I look up to. He's a businessman. And that's it for me. All right, moving on to the next story. Sanwo-Olu confirms Lagos as host city for Afrima 2025, pledges red carpet welcome for Africa. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has officially confirmed Lagos will host the 2025 edition of the All African Music Awards Afrima. He made the announcement while receiving a delegation from the African Union and the Afrima International Committee. A affirming the state's of readiness to showcase its status as Africa's creative and culture capital. AFRIMA President Mike Dada praised the governor's commitment to creative industry, noting the potential of the event to boost tourism, entertainment, and the economy. The official host announcement and certificate presentation will take place somewhere around May, which is this month, in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. I love this. I love this for Nigeria. I love this for Africa. I love this for Lagos.
Right.
So that means I don't know, but I just feel like it's a good one.
It's a good step for the culture. And
tourism, like you're just going to be over there. And I think it's another opportunity because automatically, since it's going to be here, you're going to be having more artists perform. Right. Artists from this part, those coming up and everything. That's like a big one for you.
That's a big one for us, actually. Because this is an opportunity for us to collaborate, you know, and you know, keep pushing the culture. So I commend the governor for that move. Yeah,
I can't wait for the list, ja.
It's going to be out soon, though.
Avi?
Yeah.
Anyway, Akon claims key role in birth of modern Afrobeat, recalls signing Wizkid and collaborating with Nigerian star Senegalese American singer Akon has credited himself with playing a major role in the rise of Afrobeat as a global recognized genre. In a recent interview with Sherry Shepherd, Akon actually recalled signing Wizkid in 2008 and collaborating with Banky W, P Squared, and D'banj. He also said he's also made his involvement in the African music scene, particularly after producing music for the 2010 FIFA World Cup, helped shape the sound known as Afrobeat. Now, he comments, this comment actually follow earlier claims by Buju Banton, where he said Afrobeat is heavily influenced by reggae and lacks political depth. Okay, now despite such debates, Afrobeat continues to gain global traction through artists like Burna Boy, Wizkid, Davido. We can actually go with Rayma and a whole lot more.
All right.
What is your take on Afrobeat right now? The growth, where it's heading and everything. Then also for the statement, we all know very well that growing up, I listened to Akon like no man's business.
Right.
He's good.
Right. So for Afrobeat and where it is right now on the global stage, I feel we're blessed to, you know, have this opportunity to be able to be at where we are today. But at the same time, we've been able to project new artists season by season and on the global market. And I think it's actually something that I'm so proud of, you know, as an artist too. You know, I think, it's giving me that belief that, yes, very soon I'm going to be in that market too. But about what Akon said, I've been hearing him talk about this for a while now. You know, it's not the first time he's saying this, and this is me hearing, you know. So I believe one thing, that we Nigerians, we don't go by, you know, just saying. We love to see proof.
But Akon is an amazing artist, a businessman. If we are talking about people that have really put Africa on the map, he is definitely one of them. Right. And around that period, he did a lot of collaboration. A lot of artists, he worked with a lot of artists from Africa, a lot of artists from Nigeria and everything. So I can't really tell about he being playing the key role of Afrobeat. But one way or the other artists like him are one of the reasons why Afrobeat is where it is right now. Yeah, but why giving the credit? He shouldn't just give the credit to himself. He said he played a key role. A key role. He didn't say he's the major role. Okay, but what's going on? What's going on the social media right now is people, you know, attacking him and all of that. But I feel like how he put the statement out there wasn't, you know, transparent enough. What do you want him to say? I feel like he's taking all the... That he supported... You know, there are people that actually... I feel like he's taking all the praise and everything. He wants to, but he's not taking it because we know better. We know the likes of Fela Kuti started this. Exactly. And we've seen generation by generation coming with different struggles and, you know, scaling through the market. It's not easy for anyone, but I know there was a time Akon worked with Wizkid. Yeah. I know there was a time I saw him with... I didn't even know he signed until when I had to go depth. Yeah, there was a time I saw him working with the P Square, but I believe the music industry and the music business is so wide that anyone can actually play a role without coming out to say, yeah, I am, you know, the sign or the boss of this particular artist. So I believe one way or the other, he must have played a role,
because you can't be around these businessmen. You just feel like
you shouldn't make it look like it's a major...
Yeah. Give the flowers to everybody that deserve it. That's what I feel.
Well, shout out to everybody like
shout out
you
to Akon,
who is putting the African, or who is putting Afrobeat out there for us, okay?
All right.
So next story, still in the music industry. This is from Kinmadi. According to her, so the industry is so dark, and then she's actually looking at the challenges in Nigerian music scene. So 18-year-old Afrobeat singer Kinmadi has described the Nigerian music industry as so dark in a recent Instagram story. Her remarks echo past claims by artists like Ricardo Banks, who are allegedly sabotaged by, I don't want to use the word he used, let's say not healthy executive or bad executive, let me put it that way, and Kiss Daniel, who called the industry a cartel. Now, Kinmadi also previously revealed she lost followers for sharing her Christian faith, but has no regrets.
Oh wow, that's serious.
So let's talk about you. You are already in the music industry. Let's talk about, I know that this conversation is like a very broad one, the dark side of the music industry. Could you share with us some of challenges and certain things? Do you think that the music industry is who I know, who I want to be with, and I like, you understand, like I'm growing with this kind of group, I'm in this group and we are growing, like cartel and everything. What do you think?
Well, for me as an artist, I feel like relationship do matters, you know, the people you work with do matter. The location you find yourself, the team you work with do matter. For me, I feel the struggles I face are struggles I have to face. But I believe no matter what I face, I'm still going to stand out when it's my time to stand out. Challenges will always come, you know. And I understand when artists that have put in so much work, you know, feel like maybe the structure of the industry is not favoring them and is favoring others. But you should always, it's a business, so you should always know how to play the game. It's a game. So definitely you are going to find people that, you know, you consider them to be dark. But if you can work with dark people and still, you know, maintain your light, work with them and get your stuff done. It's not going to be easy, but there's always a way to work these things out because you can't just do it on your own. It's not possible. The industry is so wild, you know, so you have to...
If there's one thing you have learned from the industry, what would that be?
Being consistent.
Okay.
Getting updated every season because things change with time. And understanding the sound that you need to work with to, you know, at that time, because sounds do change for different seasons. So that's how I work. That's how I operate now. All
right, so we're still in the music industry. Dr. slams White Money for tribal remarks at Headies Awards. Okay, so popular OAP Dr. has, she used to be on OAP, he's not more actually, has criticized reality star White Money for making tribal remark during the 17th Headies Awards. Now, while accepting the Afrobeat Single of the Year award on behalf of Flavor, White Money stated he was doing so on behalf of the Igbos, which sparked backlash. Now, Dotun joined those condemning his statement, saying that it was unnecessary and that the award should be seen as a win for all Afrobeat fans not tied to any tribe. So, White Money came out to talk about this particular statement where he was saying that when Annie Macaulay, yes, right. And then the King of Steez, when they were actually given, and then Annie was like, okay, when they mentioned, nobody came out. So Annie said, is nobody going to take this on his behalf? Right. So he looked around at no one, so he just decided to come. But he making that statement didn't really, he just tried to say like, okay, another win for the culture. You understand? Right. That's what he was trying to say. Though he apologized, but some people also felt like, okay, what do you mean like da, 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 you understand? But for me, I feel like it is White Money. White Money, White Money, like he's doing his thing. And also he that was the time for him to shine.
You know, right? I was watching that program live. You know, I saw him when he got on stage, and I think, like he said, this wasn't planned. You know, he's just getting this award for his brother. You know, I think it's also a thing of joy to know that, yeah, this is your brother from your tribe. And he just used Flavor's song, you know, one of Flavor's hit songs to, you know, make that speech and, you know, appreciate their culture. Yeah. I feel like, you know, appreciating your culture when you have the opportunity to is a good thing. He didn't do it to spike anybody. He just did that out of joy, you know, celebrating their culture. So people coming on to, you know, do all of that, I don't think it's really necessary to me. I feel like, yeah, it's Afrobeat, but in Afrobeat, we do have, you know, the Igbos in it, we do have the Yorubas in it, we do have people from Akwa Ibom in it, you know. So if I get on stage someday and my brother is the one winning the award, there's nothing wrong for me to say, oh, I'm celebrating this for, you know, all the Akwa Ibomans out there. You know, so I feel White Money did his thing, and there's nothing wrong with what he did, you know.
Well, I don't know. I feel like the industry is becoming more of like this travelistic thing. Like, okay,
Definitely.
But Charlie, we are gonna be fine. Okay, okay. So Davido, Rema, Odumadu Black shine as the Headies returns to Lagos. The 70th Headies Award celebrating African contemporary music and Afrobeat returns to Lagos on April 27th. Okay, after 2 editions in Atlanta. Now held at the Landmark Event Center, the ceremony saw Davido win Artist of the Year and Digital Artist of the Year, while also presenting the Next Rated Award to Dumadu Black, who also won Next Rated, is it?
Next Rated.
Yeah, and then Charlie Poppy was, how do you call it? Best rap single, exactly. Rema claimed Album of the Year and Afrobeat Album of the Year of his album His. Then while Chike and Mohbad won Best Collaboration and Viewer's Choice for Ewu. Thames took home Best Recording for Burning, hosted for the first time by a woman actress, and I'm talking about Nancy Isime. The show also featured performances by several top African acts. Humanitarian awards were presented to Temitola Adekunle Johnson and also Michelle Mukuru. Then also with special recognition going to Alex Okosi and a whole lot of them. Okay, I also love the performances. We also had newly wedded Tanzania this time. That category, a lot of people felt like, dude, if people felt like he didn't deserve it, but people felt like maybe because that period he was still trending was the reason they gave it to him, because a lot of people felt like Diamond Platinum should have. But God Design was a very good song. His other song he made for his wife also was a very good song. Beautiful. It had Fino, and the song was already trending. It was doing amazingly well. That was my view. Then another one, people felt like Best Rap Single. People felt like, when did what's his name? Charlie become Charlie was said it, you understand? Rapper, you get me? Then there was Charlie's brother. He also won
Rookie.
Yes, Rookie of the People felt like Lona was supposed to get it. So I don't know, what is your take on this year's Headies before I let you go?
I was excited about Odomodo winning Next Rated. And Rookie of the Year.
We all knew that was going to happen.
You know, Rookie of the Year, I didn't really pay much attention to that category, but I think, you know, Charlie Poppy's brother deserved it because he worked hard too. Lona worked hard too. All of them on that category actually worked hard. But, you know, they always, you know, use the votes. The votes counts. Now, for the Charlie Poppy and Odomodu winning the Best Rap Song of the Year, I believe the award went to him because of Odomodo on that project. You know, Odomodo actually did something amazing on that project, so he deserved it. Though Charlie Poppy is not a rapper, but
that handshake though, that handshake though, you know? Like.
But I didn't know why they didn't give him the award on stage. That was not nice.
He deserved a plaque.
Yeah, that was not nice. But
I don't know. Unless you're trying to say you didn't count the number of people you're going to give an award to.
Headies actually need to step up.
What do you think about their coming back before we go?
I'm happy they brought it back home, first of all. I'm not going to take that.
But do you think there's been an improvement in anything different?
They didn't put in much work as they did when they left. I think they actually put in much work when they left Nigeria. And I was expecting more, you know, from YouTube there was a lot of complaints.
A whole lot.
It was really bad.
A whole lot. It was
they should step up the game next time, and who knows, Tapa might be winning the Next Rated. So
thank you so much, Tapa, for coming through. Really do appreciate. And coming up next, we are actually going to be looking at Nigerian award shows, clout versus credibility, and I've got 2 amazing guests who are going to be joining us in the studio. We'll be right back. Please don't go anywhere.